Okay, so this is our Alpha 15 game server from 7 Days to Die. Every couple months we spin up a new one. It's prefixed with brand new, with the month that it was created, like brand new Feb or brand new June. PvP, no rules, anything goes. A lot of griefing and trolling. It's actually encouraged. With Alpha 17 patch, I wanted to document our world for posterity before showing what we did for Alpha 16. Hopefully this can all be done before Alpha 17 finally comes out. So this tower base here is what my friends initially constructed and then later on abandoned. It was too close to the hub city, so it got too much traffic. It got looted a lot. This was back when Hub City was actually still a feature in Alpha 15. You can see there's a moat here. This is our defense setup for Horde Night, and the moat contains a bunch of spikes. Going back inside, there was a long vertical shaft. Later on, we extended this out. Initially, there wasn't that much to see here. Alright, so down at the bottom, we emerge, and right there is a long mine shaft that goes down into Hub City as well. This is the world map, and up north here, yeah, that is where our main base actually is. So anyways, heading back out the mine shaft, we can go into our loot area. There's a lot of vault doors here to prevent looting from other PvP players. And then here's just all our stuff. It's not really well organized. Alright, and then in here is our mining area. Anyway, so back to the vertical shaft. We actually built more tunnels that extend out into the hub city. Alright, our top secret password blurred out. Alright, fast forwarding past this part because it's a really long tunnel. Really long. Alright, you can see we're already underneath the hub city. Going up north, and we finally emerge up here, right into somebody's bathroom, actually. Yep, right next to the toilet. And this is an Alpha 15 before there were sleeper zombies, so this is safe. We left a mini bike here. Be coming back here later in the video. We'll be exiting from here. Yep, but for now, we're backtracking, so showing off the other tunnels that we have. Fast forward. Yeah, so over here, we built an office for some reason. Not much to look at. There's an escape hatch that exits out into a boulder, so it should be pretty hard for other PvP players to discover. Yeah, just exit out. Contingency plan if the base gets overrun by zombies. Alright, and then over here we have another tunnel. And this one actually emerges into a prefab, into those underground bunker type prefabs. The server was shortly shut down after this when Alpha 16 patch came out, so we didn't do much here, but this would have been pretty cool. We could have, because there's no sleeper zombies, we could have actually put a lot of stuff down here. And since the zombies don't know how to dig down, we would have been okay. Okay, so that concludes our tour of the Tower of Isildur base that we constructed. Now we're emerging from the apartments and taking the motorbike over to our main base. And over here you can see an abandoned newbie base. Probably the guy was constructing a wooden base and got destroyed and rage quit from the game. Alright, so we've arrived at our main base. I'll give a quick tour around the perimeter. Got a lot of goodies in our bike. Alright. So yeah, we have an outer perimeter with mostly reinforced concrete and a bunch of spikes everywhere, just laying down spikes so the zombies will die. A mailbox with spikes in it. And over here you can see this is actually a fake hatch. So we wanted to confuse PvP players by building a lot of doors and hatches to nowhere. You can see the ground has been dug up here by zombies, so every time it got dug up we would just fill it up with concrete and put a bunch of spikes in there. So this is the back entrance of the base. So it's a little staircase with a gap so the zombies will fall down into the spikes. Then we have a railing outside, a walkway with the railings kind of destroyed. The cop zombies keep destroying it. That's the main entrance down there. Alright, so let's take a look inside. So this is our grow room. A lot of marijuana here. Another grow room. Not as much marijuana plants here. A bunch of boiling tin cans that I'd saved up back when I first started. Yeah, actually, so this base initially was a crappy wooden cabin that my friend constructed when I first started playing the game, and I needed a place to log out for the night. But it ended up becoming our main base. Yeah, so originally it was just one floor. This was the main floor of our original base. It got overrun a lot before we finally started reinforcing it with concrete and spikes outside. So this is just taking an inventory of all the goodies that we stocked up. Not very well organized again. And again, we just construct a lot of vault doors to make it hard for PvPers to loot our base. We have some land claim blocks. I think the setting is for 4x toughness. This base was only looted once as far as I know, but we took a lot of precautions afterwards. So that's a fake hatch. Alright, this is the main entrance, and you can see there's a wooden frame there. We take it out on Horde Night and the zombies fall in and die. We left the pathway so it's easier to repair the spikes. Alright, so most of these down here are fake hatches. Except this one. This one's real. And now we're going down underground. And again, reinforced concrete, lots of vault doors. Make it hard to get looted. Land claim block. Alright, so inside here we have an office with some rocks. And then over here is a weird bedroom with a street lamp next to it. Alright, and then here is our main crafting and loot area. A lot of random stuff here. So yeah, we constructed a lot of wall safes, again, because this place got looted. So just to make it tough for the PvPers who are looting our base, we just constructed a lot of these. Most of them empty. Some filled with junk. So over here in the lockers we have a bunch of night vision goggles. And then actually it's here in the bedroom that we have a whole bunch of weaponry. And now this is our kitchen area. There's actually not a lot of food in the kitchen area. Alright, and then off the kitchen area are our mining tunnels. This one goes pretty far down. The idea was to tunnel down and meet up with the tower of the Sildor base. Alright, so emerging from the kitchen, we'll explore some of the other tunnel areas. Here we've got another little office area. We were going to expand here, but wasn't really sure what to put here. The game could use more decorations, I think. That's what I'm hoping to see out of the Alpha 17 patch. Alright, so going down this tunnel. This one branches off, but there's nothing really there. It was just a side tunnel that we could eventually build more rooms in to confuse looters. Yep, and here's iron ore vein. Yeah, this tunnel goes pretty far down, and we built a little safe room here. But there's actually not really anything in here, so it's not much of a safe room. But the idea was we would build out lots of tunnels underneath the base and create lots of these safe rooms. Just make it hard for PvPers to get all of our loot. Alright, so fast forwarding back up the tunnel to show how long this tunnel actually is. Alright, so we're back up here, and then we'll show the rest of our base. We actually named this base Boatmurdered. I mean, it's not as cool as the actual Dwarf Fortress Boatmurdered, but it was a funny name to give it. Alright, so grabbing some gas for the road. Alright, so you can see over here we have more storage areas. That's fake hatch. This is our kind of garage area. And then down here, I don't really remember what this was initially for. Just some extra storage. It's just surrounded by dirt, so it's not very secure. We would have turned this into a concrete room eventually. Alright, so then this door exits outside into the real world. And back on the bike. And then the final base that I want to show, we called it the pyramid base because it sort of looked like a pyramid because there's a long ramp up it. And it looked abandoned. We have no idea who built it. No one was there anymore. It could have been aliens that built it. But it was pretty cool. It was a way more amazing base than the bases that we built. Alright, so just taking the bike down there. Taking the scenic route. So this is a main road. So our base was actually right next to the hub city along a main road. So my friend had planted a bunch of trees next to it to kind of try and hide. Alright, so to the left is a road down to Hub City, and then up here is a road to another little town. We called it Smallville. Alright, so right next to Smallville is the ancient pyramid base that has been long abandoned. It's pretty cool though. Yep, and you can see it over there in the distance. So it's a base built right into the mountain, and then that's a long ramp up that sort of looks like a pyramid. Alright, so going up the ramp, some trees planted up here. That looks like some kind of unfinished watchtower. And then down here under this hatch, there's a mushroom grow room. Okay, and over here is your standard Horde Knight defense. Bunch of spikes, a ramp up with a gap in the middle so the zombies fall down to their deaths. Alright, so this is a side ramp up the side of the base. We'll actually show the inside. You can see here the zombies dug out a lot of crap. So at the top of the mountain, you can see it's actually right next to a military outpost. But I'll show the inside, but you can see how enormous this base actually is. So we're going to go up the ramp here. And there's the gap that the zombies fall down and die. Alright, here's inside. So these chests are mostly empty because my friends and I had already looted this base. So there wasn't much left here. It's mostly just to show off how cool it is. And there's a bunch of little passageways here. This one's a underground storage area. Not sure what they were trying to do here. But yeah, you can see there's all kinds of passageways in and around this base here. It was pretty cool. And then at every floor there's windows that look down. So we're going up, looking down. Yeah, so there was a lot of cool stuff that could have been done with this base. Unfortunately, it was abandoned. But it's a pretty cool base idea. You can see it goes up for a while. It's a pretty high mountain. You can see the town down below. And we finally emerge. And you can see there's the military base over there, and then here's kind of a drawbridge. The zombies won't dig down as long as the floor is level. So there's some murder holes over there where you can shoot arrows into the incoming zombies if you want. Alright, so closing the drawbridge, there's actually even more to see. Alternate ways up and down this base. Yeah, so this is actually a different side of the base. And we're emerging in a different area. Yeah, so this is a different way up. pretty amazing what they did here. And then this one emerges right inside the military base. And that pretty much concludes the tour. Not much left to see. There's a couple of zombies wandering around. So the server was basically shut down right after this video. And it ends with the final supply drop of the world. And then fade into nothingness. Alright, a couple of zombies here. And thanks for watching, and here comes the final supply drop.